making mistake after mistake after mistake.
And it's the one you've all been waiting for. Fash FC take on Kings United in the Middlesex County Cup semi-final.
We are undefeated in over 12 matches. And we haven't come down here to let any muppets turn us over.
Silverware is in sight for the lads at Fash FC. A sluggish performance after the Christmas break left them languishing at the bottom of the Hendon and District League until last week, when they scraped a 2-1 victory in a bad-tempered match against Kosovo.
It's going to be knocked in by Dingo!
Meanwhile, their cup run has been unstoppable as they've pounded their way through to the Middlesex County Cup semi-final.
Yes! He's done it! Jason Phillips is the hero of the day, the hero of the hour!
Off the pitch, the lads are experiencing all the perks of the Premiership lifestyle, with makeovers, parties and glamorous women at their feet.
As soon as they hear the word footballer, that's it. You know, they want to know you. They want to get in your pants.
But tensions between the players are tearing the squad apart.
As long as he stays away from me for the next 10 weeks, then he'll be fine.
I reckon he's going to get a lot of sympathy votes. Not. If somebody puts himself on offer and they're standing there with their legs wide open, I'm going to kick his balls.
Can they hold it together long enough to win the County Cup and the Hendon and District League?
They have survived the storm. They've completed
Fashanu's Football Challenge. Football's never looked so good. It's training night, and the gaffer is focused on Sunday's County Cup semi-final with Kings United, the biggest game Fash FC will have played to date.
From here now, right now, we start preparing for Sunday. This is where preparation starts. Sean, can you see it? Okay, all feeling good?
But with ex-captain Warren Moore fit again, should he regain the captaincy from Paul Baker?
Warren has done tremendously well as a captain. I think he's been our best captain so far. We certainly have a lot of respect for him, and he takes it a lot more serious than the other captains have done.
He did a great job whilst he was in action, then he got injured and he lost it, but he's back now, so definitely the captain, Warren Moore.
And with the team consensus erring towards Warren, what does current captain Paul think of his chances?
It would be perfectly acceptable that Warren got the captaincy back, and I respect Warren immensely, and like myself, he's a winner, so I don't think it really matters who's the captain. We should have 11 captains out there, especially for Sunday's game.
Very diplomatic, Paul. But the gaffer seems less than impressed with the look of the squad.
Here we go, look at that. Raggy-ass Rovers. Raggy-ass Rovers.
Who kicked all the balls over there?
And Mace too is in his customary good mood.
You think we come out here and lay this up for you asses to piss about? You think that's what we want to do, yeah? Is that what we do? Huh?
Sean.
You know, if you're told to kick a fucking ball, I'll tell you to kick a ball. If we lay it out, it means we laid it out for something, okay? Stupid asses. This game is very important this weekend against Kings. You know, we want to get to a cup final. You know, we're desperate to get to a cup final, you know. League is our bread and butter and we want to do well in that. But I feel that a cup final, if we can win that this year, we've really proved something.
Let's go, let's round it up, ladies. Last one in, 5 press-ups.
In their previous encounter with Kings United, Fash FC thrashed them 6-1.
Sam Diamond is there, they're trying to send him out. Oh, he's done it! Sam Diamond has done it! The champions and league leaders have quite literally been hit for 6. Fash FC 6, Kings United 1.
And so, for the semi-final on Sunday, a bitter Kings United have insisted the match be played at their home ground.
Sunday's match is going to be the biggest match that we face. It is the semi-finals. They're being difficult. They don't want to play at our pitch. We're not sure when the kick-off is. They want to win the match and humiliate us. That's what they want to do. This is a grudge match. We'll be putting out our full team on Sunday.
And all the players know the positions in the team this week are going to be hotly contested.
I've got a place to fight for. Came off the bench last week, and we got a multitude of talent in midfield. So I've had a quiet word with the gaffer and Mace about a striker's role, maybe Sheringham type game just off the front man, Sam. Yeah, we're playing away. They kicked up a stink about playing at Hendon, having cameras there. So we'd like to give them a real real lesson in thumping it.
Keep moving it. We're going to one touch. You're going to one touch. That means you've got to use your heads. It means you've got to support each other. You are now forced to be in a position where you've got to give and go. Let's go.
So while the game continues, Fash and Mace decide on the team for the all-important game on Sunday.
So we've got Sean right back, Paul Baker, Warren, Stuart in goal, of course, Mike left back. You've got P. Diddy, which is Carl, right midfield, who's going to bomb on. The governor in the middle of the park with the big man Brenton and Jamal left midfield. And you've got the sniffer, Sam Diamond up front with Pat up front. And you're going to who are you going to give me on subs?
Jason, Fabian, Jamie H.
Jamie H is going to be disappointed in that. I can tell you that.
He is, but then we've got plenty of options if we need
Jamie
goals.
H.
We've got one more to select. Ah, Mark. You got Mark. You're going to have a spare keeper.
Yeah, Mark. Let's have a look at that, mate, in a second.
But Fash changes his mind and makes an interesting swap.
Take out Mark. Put Steve Lacey in there. Steve Lacey, just for the what he gives the boys. Gives the boys in the change room.
As the team is announced, the reaction is predictably mixed.
Up front, Patrick.
Joy for Patrick.
Delighted, absolutely delighted, and hopefully I can provide Sniffer with the goals we need.
But Ricky, I'm in the stands Dylan, is not exactly chuffed.
To be quite honest about it, I'm fucked off. I want to play. I thought I did okay up until that own goal I scored. So what? I scored an own goal. These things happen. I took it in my stride by mistake. I explained the situation, and then the gaff decided to drop me after that. I'm not happy about it.
And what of that decision not to have a reserve goalie on the bench?
Well, I'm not sure the gaffer's taken really into consideration that Stu's only just come back from his fractured metatarsal. One knock on it, and then he could limp off, and then we could be in real trouble playing half a match, even 85 minutes with no proper goalie between the sticks, which doesn't obviously bode well for us if we're trying to get to a final. And we're obviously trying to be like a proper team and train hard and things like that, and proper teams have a goalkeeper on the bench.
But at least Fash's decision about the captain is greeted with general approval.
Warren will be captain again.
I think Baker was just keeping it warm for me. He's done a good job. I'll come back in, and my armband comes back to me like it should do.
He's a quality player. He's a winner all round, so utmost respect for him. So he'll be playing alongside me anyway, so we'll be talking to each other.
And Fash has got one final trick up his sleeve to help the boys prepare for the big match.
Saturday, don't anyone shave. Psychologically, I want you going there feeling mean, huh?
That was the old thing which we did at Wimbledon for the 88 Cup final. All the players were told for nearly a week not to shave. Most of us went there with almost semi-beards. We felt rough, we felt unclean, but we felt pretty mean. And we thought we knew we were going to be in a battle against Liverpool. And you know, when you see the Jones boy and Fash and Dennis Wise, who hadn't shaved for a week, you know, people step back a little bit. Psychologically, they thought, oh, hey, I'm not sure I fancy it today. And I want all our boys to look like that on Sunday.
Sideline regulars Ricky and Aaron have a lot in common. Apart from spending copious amounts of time on their hair, they're the only two Asian lads on the team, and both have ambitions for careers in media. So both were delighted last week when Fash told them the BBC were interested in seeing them for a radio play.
You have been talent spotted for a radio soap opera.
Today they're on their way to an audition at the Beeb in Birmingham for a chance to become radio stars. But are they nervous?
I am a bit nervous. It's the same with the Fash FC trials. I was nervous there as well when we're doing the one-on-ones. They give us a good grilling, so I'm expecting the same here, really.
Just like sitting in the changing room on a Sunday morning. No problem.
I hope Aaron is successful today because I think he's awesome in front of the camera. But radio, it could be a different situation, but he's a good talker.
Radio producer Deborah Scythe describes the character the lads will be auditioning for.
Jag is a footballer at the most frustrated point of his career. He's been signed up to a Premiership team, which we won't name on the soap, and he's at a point in his career, if he doesn't make a break soon, it's going to be too late, he's going to be too old. The other thing about Jag is that he puts on weight quite easily.
While Aaron waits outside and ponders the fate of a hungry footballer, Ricky gets first bite of the audition cherry.
Playing? If I start playing, if I get off the benches, I'd rather play in the park than sit. God, it feels so stupid.
Let's have dinner and talk about something completely different. What do you want?
Shall we just go to the pub?
Do you think that's a good idea?
Yes, I bloody do! And if you're not coming with me, I'll go by my bloody self!
Great. Lovely to meet you.
You too.
Brilliant. He was very good. I think he was quite nervous because some of the lines were a little bit stilted, but he's got a lovely accent and I think there's something there.
Next up is Aaron, who soon finds himself struggling to be the player Deborah is after.
What do you want?
Shall we just go to the pub?
Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, I bloody do. And if you're not coming with me, I'll go by my bloody self.
It's the essence of what she's saying.
Right.
And you read her mind and I cannot believe Simran thinks I'm a fat bloater as well.
Yes, I bloody do. And if you're not coming, yes, I bloody do. And if you're not coming with me, yeah, I bloody do. And if you're not coming, I don't care, I'll just go by my... I don't care, I'll just go by my bloody self. I'll go by my bloody self. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Nice to
Bye,
meet
Nala.
you. Bye.
I don't think I did very well in the interview. I think my reading skills were left back in London.
With soap, you need to pick up direction very, very quickly, and I think he was slightly slower than Ricky.
I thought it went very, very well. She sounded very positive and enthusiastic about it, and I gave it my all. I put a lot of heart into it.
Having seen both of them, I do think Ricky stands a good chance of getting a part in the soap.
At least I've learnt something today. Learnt that I'm not set for an acting career. Presenting career, here I come.
We'll find out later in the series if Ricky gets the job. Let's hope he doesn't rub salt into Aaron's wound. Still to come on Fashanu's Football Challenge, Laces on the lash.
I mean, I've done 5 straight runs on the trot.
And who's got mates mad at the match?
Best thing you can do is get his kit, go home and forget about the rest of the day, because that is, he's gifted them.
He's gone down close and he's made the opposition don't like that one bit.
I wonder why there's no clouds in the sky and no tears in my eyes on a day like today. I wonder why there's no bluebirds singing high and no tears.
Norwich Union. Together we're stronger.
Where I could fly.
The Spanish beach on the Mediterranean Sea.
A world where I could travel from Asia to America.
Without taking a plane.
When I said to myself,
Feel free.
Where I never get bored.
Time for myself.
Come to Universal Mediterranean Resort in Spain and discover a different world. Book online. Call 0800 9157 167 or see your travel agent. For a limited time, first child plays and stays free.
James Bond is back in his latest adventure. Starring Pierce Brosnan, Heidi Klum, and Willem Dafoe. 007, everything or nothing.
EA Games.
Challenge everything. Get one of these 3 great ringtones sent direct to your Nokia now. Just text the word tone followed by the song name that you want and send it to the number 8181. So text tone and the song name to 8181.
believe they sent a bug, no, a virus to our computer and wipe out all of our stuff. If I catch the guy who did this, I'll...
With BT Yahoo Anytime, you get email protection for an awesome $3.99 a month for your first 3 months. Call 0800 800 801.
Rollovers mean more money, more excitement. And this Saturday, it's a rollover!
It's a £9 million rollover on this Saturday's lotto.
Do you want me to have a look at the light bulb for you?
I've been in the darkness now for 2 days.
Stop exaggerating.
Well, it seems like it.
How hard is it to change a light bulb? But changing a light bulb stopped Dawn from having a panic attack.
If you could do the small things that make a big difference, you could earn a living in social care. Call 0845 604 6404.
For 1 whole hour, let your personal trainers guide you to mental and physical perfection. Men's Health TV starts March the 6th, only on Bravo.
He's gone down, clutching his leg. The opposition don't like that one bit.
Coming up on Fashanu's Football Challenge, wrestling gets rough for Ricky.
A whole bunch of fucking animals. What do you expect me to think? Fucking shit, innit?
Sean shows off more than he bargained for.
Was I pulled down my trousers and revealed to the whole nation what my knob looks like.
And it's a semi-final cup clash with kings.
There is no pretty football. It's kick or be kicked.
At last week's game, Ricky scored a disastrous own goal.
Ricky Dillon scores an own goal.
And Jamie Hinchcliffe didn't fare any better.
I want to see you work. I want to see you sweating.
Fash was furious and made them both match donkeys.
I thought it was a bit harsh because first guy didn't score in 5 games and I get a donkey.
Their punishment is a bone-crunching day of wrestling training with the notorious Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah, I've been doing this now for 29 years, man. Just kind of up and down the road, worldwide, just doing what I wanted to do, man, and making a few people miserable along the way.
Don't tell these donkeys wrestling's not real.
I looked to my left when I went in the room and saw a bunch of fucking animals. What do you expect me to think? Fucking shit, innit?
But before they can get in the ring, Jake the Snake has a few life-saving tips.
If there's any pain, just say tap, 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 or oh my fucking God, it's killing me. The first thing you guys are catching here is a collar and elbow lockup. Bull against the bull to see which wall will fall down. If you don't throw that body into it, man, you'll come down in sections. You'll land on your hip, you'll wind up crippled like me.
And it wouldn't be match donkey if it didn't hurt.
If you fall right, then it's alright. If you fall wrong, then you really are fucked.
Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3.
I thought my head was going to come off my shoulders.
Ricky revels in the pain.
You're both weak, man. You're both weak.
But Jake's seen it all before.
Just because you can pick up a gun and fire it doesn't mean you're a good shot. And Ricky's the kind of guy that might shoot himself.
We'll see who's been listening, as Jamie and Ricky will have to go head-to-head in a smackdown. But every wannabe wrestler needs an image. In the red corner, it's Romeo Ricky Dillon. And in the blue corner, it's Jamie the Hitman Hinchcliffe. Let's rumble! Before long, the Romeo has the Hitman in a headlock, and it looks like it could all be over.
Sort it out! Sort it out!
But the Hitman's not relenting and suffers more punishment with a perfect bouncer crush from Romeo.
Whoa, he's got him pinned, he's got him pinned, come on!
Once again, the Hitman recovers in time. Oh, a nasty clothesline.
What you got? What you got?
But it's all over for Romeo.
Hitman.
Well, Ricky was showboating to the cameras before he'd won it, so I thought I'd do a little sneaky manoeuvre from behind, and I sort of took him down really and got the 1-2-3.
Loser. Getting beat by Hitman Hinchliffe, I thought it was all fair dues because he was getting absolutely battered in that ring.
Jamie the Hitman won the day, but was this the most painful match donkey ever?
This one is from continuously hitting the canvas. This one is from going into the ropes 100 miles an hour. Got a couple of knocks here and there, on my elbows, but all in all, enjoyed it. No pain, no gain, as they say.
Top defender and standby captain Paul Baker is easily one of the most popular members of Fash FC. Whether living it up at Ascot, hitting the catwalk with Fash, or composing a new football theme, he's never far from the action. For this week's team social, he's even opened up his home to the lads, hosting a beach party.
We've got the semi-final against Kings on Sunday, crucial game. Thought we could have a good bonding session with the boys, have a few drinks, have a bit of a party and get really psyched up for the game on Sunday.
Greeting the lads are a lovely pair of Baywatch babes. But would you want the Fash FC boys crashing your pad?
People said I must be mad inviting a rowdy bunch of footballers round to the flat, but I know these Fash FC boys. They're a lovely bunch of boys and I've had no problem with them tonight. The flat will not be trashed, I can be assured.
Yeah, brought some beer too.
If the intention was to have a party where you have to wear the worst shirt, I think I've done pretty well.
No one said it was a Caribbean beach party. We're going for the Cornish look tonight.
Baker, have you got no decks up there, no tunes?
I think it's a great idea having a beach party in the middle of the winter.
Apparently a lot of drink is involved.
But Jamie doesn't need a drink to tear into the totty.
There's two young paid-for-e chicks sitting on the sofa and Spaniel's not left them alone.
He's probably charming him with his wit and his intelligence.
While Spaniel's chatting up the ladies, Paul's organising the first drinking game of the night.
When the music stops, if you are left with the pineapple in your hand, you have to down a shot. Pass the pineapple!
The first casualty is Brenton's girlfriend Mandy.
Lacey, you stitched me up, you bastard!
But it's Lacey who gets stitched up.
Everyone's cheating, really, to be honest. I mean, I've done 5 straight runs on the trot. There's a lot of conspiracy going on, a lot of cheating. Paul's stopping the music when I've got the pineapple. We're all cheating.
And for those who are still upright,
how low can you go?
But it's Fash FC junior Jamal who shows how to get down. But there's another surprise visitor.
Just really here to check on the lads. I left Mace, he's at home with the wife, and I thought that, not my wife by the way, his own wife, thank you. I thought I'll just check on the lads and just see who's there. See who's Larry, see who's not.
Hello, sailor. But Sean's in for a shock of his own.
Great, until Wazza pulled down my trousers and revealed to the whole nation what my knob looks like.
Let's see that again.
It's a very nice penis. I enjoy it being.
But as the night draws to a close, Fash is still feeling focused.
Today is Friday, we've got Saturday, we've got the big match on Sunday. So it's a nice opportunity to let off a bit of steam. A little bit of steam.
So far, the season at Fash FC has seen running battles, bust-ups and some hardcore partying. But the real drama is yet to come. At the end of the season, 3 players will be nominated to compete for this 35 grand sports car. Tasty. 1 player will be voted for by their teammates The second will be chosen by Fashion Mace. And finally, you, the Bravo viewers, will vote for your favourite player. 3 finalists will then go head-to-head in a dramatic penalty shootout to decide who will drive away with a new set of wheels. Phone and text lines will open soon, so keep watching Fash FC and start deciding who you think should get a shot at the grand prize. Still to come on Fashanu's Football Challenge, the Cup Run hots up in a clash with Kings.
Great ball hoisted forward.
No pitch, no conditions will stop Fash FC winning this tie.
And Mark feels the heat from Fash.
Sit there, humbly, shut your mouth and say, OK, gaffer.
Final trick of the day.
I love rocking him to sleep. It's just so nice. Just cuddling him all the time. It's so sweet. I think having children definitely turned my life upside down, getting up in the middle of the night. What a nightmare. I've always taken care of the way I've looked, and when you have children, you're not #1 priority anymore. But discovering George at Asda has really helped me get back into fashion. It really doesn't break the bank, and I don't feel mumsy at all. I feel like me.
I'd love a Mint card. You get so much more. 0% interest, a low APR, and cash back on purchases as well.
Well, there's no good reason not to get one.
I know. It's just the shape. Reminds me of an ex-boyfriend I'd rather forget. Mum, Dad, this is Neville.
Sorry we're late. Achoo! Oh, sorry, yes, but... Oh. Achoo! Achoo!
Wow. I know.
Get more? Get Mint. You'd need a seriously good reason not to.
James Bond is back in his latest adventure. Starring Pierce Brosnan, Heidi Klum, and Willem Dafoe. 007, everything or nothing.
EA Games.
Challenge everything.
Grab your mobile. You can sign your Nokia with your own name. Just text the word tag and your name to the number 8181. So text tag and your name to 8181.
8007. You can now select 10 ringtones each month from Zed. That's just 30p per tone. Text hit 1, hit 2 or hit 3 to 8007 now and receive your favourite ringtone within minutes. That's hit 1, hit 2 or hit 3 to 8007. You can now select 10 logos each month from Zed. That's just 30p per logo. Text logo 1, logo 2 or logo 3 to 8007 now and receive your favourite logo within minutes.
At Courts, these stylish black leather sofas are just $5.95 the pair. Plus, save up to 60% in the Court sale. But hurry, sale must end Sunday.
Cleaner Clothes, Episode 6, and an unhappy reunion for Vince.
Still got an eye for bodywork then, Vince?
Pandora. Slumming it, are we?
I've always had a thing about the hot, musky, grimy smell of... lemon?
That's the lemony fresh fragrance of Dad's Citrus Blast.
Vince, you always used to be so grubby.
Yeah, well, I do his washing now. Citrus Blast is out again, but will Vince be coming out too? Find out with Daz, the soap you can believe in.
Gobble us no gook, man. And poppy us no cock. Mumble us no jumbo. And jabber us no walk. Spare us all the twaddle. Cut the gibble gabble. Stow the fiddle faddle and lose the bibble babble. Hocus us no pocus. Roll away the mists. Sharpen up the focus, man. Just tell it like it is.
The Pru ISA. Tax-efficient savings made nice and simple. It's all part of the plan from the Pru.
This is a real dangerous position. They've got to cover that near post.
Coming Coming up on Fashanu's Football Challenge, Fash FC take on the Kings.
Amy Spaniel controls down, he drives that one through traffic.
And the Queens.
Comes the cross, the goalie is beaten on the back stick.
All in one day.
Yes! Nothing that we didn't deserve.
Fash FC have had an unstoppable run in the Middlesex County Cup and now face old rivals Kings United in the semi-finals. In their previous clash at Hendon, Fash FC broke Kings United's unbeaten run with a humiliating 6-1 defeat.
So oh, he's done it! Sam Diamond has done it! He's got the hat-trick here, and I tell you what, the champions and league leaders have quite literally been hit for 6.
Today is match day, and the Fash FC lads are meeting at Hendon at the crack of dawn. They're being forced to play 2 matches today, as a bitter Kings United want the semi-final to be played on their own turf, cutting the number of cameras and banning Fash FC fans.
They're not coming to Hendon. They obviously don't want to play in front of the cameras. They're trying to outdo us, with the psychology battle. But we expected that. Last time they played here, they negotiated getting a home dressing room. So I don't know, that didn't go down too well with the boys. They got a job in 6-1 after that.
I think they've got something to hide, to be honest with you. I think they're embarrassed maybe. A little bit ashamed that when they last came here, they got turned over. Not once, not twice, but 6 goals we scored. Well, they scored 1, but that was an own goal.
Today I'm feeling very, very confident. The lads are here, nice and early, all looking sharp. All been focusing on this match for the last week. Had a really good training session Wednesday. Kings have been moaning about not playing here and no cameras, etc. So we're going to really stuff it for them. For you guys as well as for us and the fans. So we're well up for it.
The gaffer is under no illusions about the task ahead.
This match today is going to be a tough match. It's full of intimidation. The way it's already started off tells you it's about intimidation. I played in the San Siro Stadium in Milan, Italy. 70,000 sellout. It was awesome. I played in Istanbul, Turkey. Again, 100,000 with Aston Villa. Again, intimidation. Well, this might be a smaller scale, but yet again, it's about intimidation.
In a game of psychological warfare, Fash has asked the lads to come suited and booted, but unshaven.
Wearing suits and not shaving, I think is a good idea. I think the gaffer's come up with a good idea there. It shows psychologically it'll be better for us because we all look like we're professional. And not shaving makes us look a bit tougher, more mean, ready to go. So I think it's a good idea, really.
As the Fash FC coach sets off, the boys seem up for it. As always, Paul Baker is ready to keep the lads entertained.
Which Scottish League club is actually English? Berwick! Berwick!
Every player is different. You've got to respect the fact that the players are private. Normally on a coach, there's a lot of players who are a little bit nervous. They don't want to always let everybody know they're nervous. Some players you can find just go up, they want to be quiet and just sit in the corner. Some players will go up and down the aisle making a nuisance of themselves. A few of the other lads will have a laugh and a joke. But this is a time where just let every player deal with their own personalities. Yes, we're all confident, but we don't know what the result's going to be.
So as the boys arrive, they get their first opportunity to check out the battleground.
Good pitch, lovely day, bit of a breeze, means the pitch is drying out nicely, be a bit boggy. As you can see, the players are not really very sociable players, so they're G'd up as well. They want to win, so do we.
And while the gaffer seems happy, the boys are less than impressed.
Their change rooms are a bit crappy, and I think they've actually disabled the power so we can't even play our tunes, which is a bit of a shame, but I'm sure we'll still make a lot of noise. We'll see how it goes.
It's cold, very cold in here, which is not a good start. But I guess we've been spoiled because of Hendon. I mean, Hendon's not the greatest ground, but at least we have the creature comforts.
Some of the lads might be having a whinge, but veteran Paul Baker is unfazed.
No weather, no pitch, no conditions will stop Fash FC winning this tie and getting to the final.
Time for some rousing words from the gaffer.
Let's just remind ourselves, this is where we come from. This is where every single one of us started out. Let's not hear anyone bitching, the pitch is bumpy, it's too big, I can't play in these conditions. That's bollocks. You came from here, you came from here, I came from here. You played in the morning, you played in the afternoon. You played a Saturday morning, you played a Saturday afternoon. If you didn't, you weren't good enough. And if you ain't good enough, you shouldn't be here now. They brought us here because they want to turn us over. They want to turn us over on their pitch. Don't dance to their tune, son, okay?
Yeah.
We're the governors here. It might be their manner. We're the governors. Psychologically, we're on top because we are Fash FC. We are undefeated in over 12 matches. And we haven't come down here to let any muppets turn us over.
Who are we? Fash FC! Who are we? Fash FC! Who are we? Fash FC!
As the game gets underway on the boggy pitch, the icy crosswinds blowing in Kings United's favour is just another problem Fash FC face in this hostile match.
This is a tough one. The lads are just getting back to reality. You've got to win the first ball. There is no pretty football. Sunday league football on a common like this, there is no pretty football. It's kick or be kicked.
Free kick for Carl Denny, or the corner kick will be whipped in by Carl Denny. Warren Moore heads on. Jamie Spaniel controls down with his chest. He drives that one through traffic.
Stay in there, Governor, stay in there.
Jamie Spaniel with the free kick. That's a great ball hoisted forward. Plenty of bodies in there. The goalie, Paul Edwards, heads away. Pereira's there for the second shot. Wide it goes though. Great delivery from Jamie Spaniel there.
Considering the conditions and where we're playing and everything that's gone on, I think we're playing quite well. And if we can get a goal before half-time, I think we'll nick it. Yeah?
After a freezing 45 minutes, the Fash FC boys are only just holding their own.
We're into time added on for injuries here inside the end of the first half. Here's a chance for Kings United and their first chance of the game, and they have scored. Jamie Kelly blasts the ball in for Kings United, and right on the stroke of half-time, they take the lead here, really against the run of play.
Oh mate, that was an absolute freak goal that was. 1-0 to Kings United, and nothing to show for it really. We're trying to use the wind, but it's going from left to right, then it's swapping the other way around. It's just circulating, I don't know what's happening, and the game's not really settling at all. So I don't know what's happening. That's half time now, it's 1-0.
Hey, 1-0 down, half-time. Hey, no problem, we'll come back. We've got the wind with us this half. I'm happy with you. You've done well, lads. You battled. Front two have been working their rocks off. Well done. Next half, we've got to go forward. All or nothing. Guns blazing. Put the ball on the keeper. There is no way, not in a million years, should they be one up. Let's mug them off. Come on, let's go. Come on.
At 1-0 down as they go into the second half, Fash FC have a battle on their hands, but they've come back from this before. The weather is getting worse, but this time the wind is in their favour.
Jamie Spaniel with this free kick then. 15 minutes inside the second half. It's taken by the wind. It's an in-swinger. It'll be flicked on by the head of Pereira. Headed down again for Dingle. Dingle will think about the shot here.
Fash FC push forward, but can't break through the defence, leaving them exposed at the back.
Yeah, it's Charlie Antwi against Stuart Collins. Stuart Collins needs to stand tall, but he's beaten. Charlie Antwi scores for Kings United, 2-0 their lead.
They've caught us on the counter, which I thought would be very difficult now. Very difficult.
That's it, that's the end of the game. They're through to the final. I don't see us coming back at all now. The wind's not helping. Conditions are abysmal. That's it. I think we're going to have to concentrate on the league now.
But if they want to progress in the league, Fash FC better tighten up their defence.
Sean Bellett is beaten to the ball. Stuart Collins will come here. Charlie Antwi is in on goal and will finish it off 3-0. Charlie Antwi scores.
The goal was down to a defensive error from Sean Bellett, and Mace is not impressed.
That is schoolboy, amateur, absolute diabolical, even in this. Absolute diabolical. Best thing he can do is get his kit, go home and forget about the rest of the day, because that is, he's gifted them too.
Kings United 3, Fash FC 0, and it's Kings who go through to the cup final.
Going out the cup obviously is not something which anybody takes lightly, because it's important. We're nearly through to the cup final. You know, I've been around, I've been fortunate to sample the atmosphere of a cup final. So it's a blow to us, it's a real blow. And I just hope that we can pick the lads up, you know, and get it out of their system as quickly as possible. And also it shows them that they don't have a right to win. You've got to earn that right to win matches. They've outplayed us.
the final whistle goes and Fash FC's dreams of winning the cup are dashed. The lads are dejected, disappointed and defeated.
That was the biggest match of the season and we bottled it. I know the excuses are going to come out about the weather, the wind, the rain, fucking hail. It's bollocks, we played shit. I don't know what was wrong. They beat us in all areas of the pitch, psychologically, mentally, physically. We just didn't click. We didn't click today. I'm gutted, absolutely gutted.
Anyways, boys, we haven't risen to the occasion. Everyone's gone out there, they walk in the park. All of us, all 11 of us out there. It's absolute crap today. They were well up for it, and they've done us. Simple as that.
You played well. Hey, no disgrace. Yes, hey, unfortunately, Fash FC don't have a divine right to win every match. We're not gods. There was nobody out there who didn't try. There ain't one player here at Fash FC who doesn't want to play in the FA Cup final. So put your heads up, lads. That's the first game that we've lost in nearly 13 matches. We beat them 6-1, they beaten us. Hey, this is what professional football's about. Sometimes it hurts. Yeah, they're taking the mickey. Yeah, it hurts. We're professionals. Let's get ourselves changed, put our heads between our legs, and let's walk out and let's go. But don't worry, we're coming back round again. 2 weeks' time, we play them. Game of football is a small world.
Still to come on Fashanu's Football Challenge, it's a battle for pride as Fash FC take on Stonewall FC.
I don't care if they're gay, whether they're Indian, whether they're black, whether they're white. They're a football team and they've earned their right to come here.
He's gone down close and he's made the opposition don't like that one bit.
The Suzuki Grand Vitara. You can't hold it down.
We see children learning and visions becoming reality. We see one patient, many experts, and developers discovering the next big thing. We see your potential. We're inspired to create software that helps you reach it.
Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. You look fine when you go like this.
Starting in tomorrow's Daily Mail. Get 20% off at Debenhams, Britain's favourite department store. Only in tomorrow's Daily Mail.
Grab your Nokia and mix your name with a mini logo. Just text the word mix and your name to the number 8181. So text mix and your name to 8181.
Policing the streets, keeping people safe. You have to be prepared for a lot.
Okay. But to do all that as a volunteer, then go back and do a regular job, I couldn't.
Range
of financial services and products, from financial advisors to ISAs, American Express can help prepare for the life you want to live.
Why are so many people coming back to BT?
I left BT because I thought I could get a better deal, and it never worked out that way. The bill, it comes and then you think, hang on a minute, there's a lot of additional charges which you thought was inclusive to start with. When you finally read it, it is there in the very small print, and that's why I went back to BT. My bill now is nothing like it used to be when I was with the other company. You learn by your mistakes, as they say.
This is Peter Powers. Sleep. Street hypnotist.
1, 2, 3, wide awake, wake up.
Have you seen my willy?
Give him half a chance.
I have some remarkable news.
He'll really mess with your mind.
You're both pregnant.
If you think you've got what it takes to be one of his victims, call this number. You could be the star of the show.
He's gone down, clutching his leg. The opposition don't like that one bit.
Coming up on Fashanu's Football Challenge, Mark faces Fash's fury.
Must be too old for me then, Gav.
You alright, son? Listen to what I'm saying. Hold on. I talk, you listen.
The lads are returning to Hendon after their 3-0 drubbing by Kings United.
If we're realistic about today, we got beaten by a well-organised side who were well up for it, were quite up for a fight, and who took their chances. Conditions didn't really suit us, the narrow pitch and the strong wind, but it's not a time for excuses. If we're realistic, we got beaten by a good side, and we'll have to recover and try and do well in the league.
They're down in the dumps, but they don't want to disappoint the fans who've been waiting in the cold to watch Fash FC play. The gaffer has organised a friendly against Stonewall, an all-gay team who have a reputation as a tough side to beat.
Every week we go out and play as a bunch of puffs, and the other opposition are expecting to steamroller us. So let's just go out like we do every week, just to prove that we can play.
Meanwhile, in the Fash FC dressing room, the gaffer doesn't want his squad thinking they can get lazy.
Stonewall, they are the Olympic champions and they are the world champions. Forget gay or not gay. The newspapers will read like this: a gay football team beat Fash FC. Ain't gonna happen here. I don't care if they're gay, whether they're Indian, whether they're black, whether they're white. They're a football team and they've earned their right to come here. And they're here to turn us over. In a friendly sort of way. So that means any of us little ladies in here who want to have a giggle and a laugh, ain't gonna happen out on that pitch. Let's redeem ourselves and let's get back into the winning way. They're a good team, they've been playing together for a long time and they're united. They've come here to announce to the world that gay teams can beat anybody.
The game kicks off for the second time today, giving some of the Bench FC regulars a run out. Even the tiny terrier Lacey is getting an airing.
Pat McCarthy to try and force it to the byline. In comes the cross. The goalie is beaten on the back stick. There it is, Hinchliffe. Here's Lacey. Will he score?
Yeah! Lacey scored!
Lacey has scored again. He scored against the celebrity team and he scores today in midfield for the first time ever. Stephen Lacey has scored his second goal. And would you believe it, Steve Lacey gives Fash FC the lead. It's Fash FC 1, Stonewall 0.
Can't believe Stevie scored. Every time he comes on, he just keeps scoring goals. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'm pleased for him. He deserves it. Great personality.
Number 2 keeper Mark is also getting a chance to earn his stripes today.
Here comes the corner kick again.
Yeah! Is he having a laugh? Is he all right? What is wrong with him?
This is not the first time Mark has fumbled across at Fash FC's expense. And as the half-time whistle goes, Mark has got some explaining to do to the gaffer.
What happened, Mark? Talk us through it, son.
Came, thought I had it. Obviously not. Slipped through my fingers. Basic error. Happens to everyone, I suppose.
chin up.
No, it doesn't happen.
It does happen to everyone. It happened to
It
Neil
doesn't
Sullivan
happen to
yesterday.
everyone.
Where did
It doesn't happen. Don't call me Fash.
Sorry, Gaffer. Well,
it doesn't happen to everybody. You can't come in here when you chuck the ball in the net and come in with a big smile on your face.
Well, if I don't have a smile on my face, I'm going to go and concede more goals, aren't I? You've got to put your chin up after you make a mistake, because if you keep thinking about the mistake, you make more mistakes. And then...
So which one comes first? You're making mistake after mistake after mistake. And I'm not going to keep telling you to pick your chin up each time you make a mistake.
Well, that's down to you, Gaff. I've got to tell myself to pick my chin up, or, you know, what's the point of even playing football? I might as well just, you know...
Well, I question that as well. That is exactly what Mace and myself are questioning. You know, there's an old saying, don't talk back at the man who's got the microphone.
Must be too old for me then, Gaff. I've never heard it.
You all right, son?
I am all right. But if you're going to... Obviously...
Listen to what I'm saying. Hold on. I talk, you listen. Then you talk and I listen. That's called a conversation. Okay? You've just slipped the ball in the back of the net. No one's saying it's your fault, apart from myself and Mace. All right?
Well,
sit there, humbly, shut your mouth and say, OK, Gaffer, I won't do it again. You are not in a position to talk back, because so far you have made a lot of mistakes. Learn by your experience. Shut up and keep quiet. Easy. Let's move on. Yes, a few of the lads are feeling tired. Yeah, a few of the lads are feeling jaded. But this is when you gotta pick yourselves up, lads. Pick yourselves up. We're 1-0, we're head start, we're coasting. No problems. They haven't given us any real problems. It can't be every time they have a decent shot we concede a goal. It can't be, because it does damage to our back four in confidence. You have to breed confidence to our back four. Our back four have to breed confidence to our midfield, and so on and so on and so on. That's the way the game of football works. We need this game and we need to win today.
The game kicks off for the second half, and Fash FC need to pull their socks up if they want to salvage any pride from a really bad day.
Here comes Emerson Costa, he's in on goal! And Emerson Costa has scored here. It's his second goal of the game. Emerson Costa gives Stonewall the lead. They've pulled it back here, and the game is definitely theirs for the taking. It's Fash FC 1, Stonewall 2.
Things are going from bad to worse, as Fash FC seem to be heading for their second defeat of the day.
Oh, an own goal?
Yes.
We've done it, we did it.
Yes! Nothing that we didn't deserve. Nothing we didn't deserve, yeah.
The goal absolutely out of nothing. I'm not quite sure who it was who knocked that one in. The goalie can't believe it. Fash FC 2, Stonewall 2.
A last-minute error has let Fash FC off the hook.
Well, there goes the full-time whistle here at Claremont Road. Thought it was going to be a Stonewall victory here. It looked like it was set in stone for the visiting team. And a Darren Lewis own goal here, right inside injury time, levels things up. 2-2 it finishes here at Claremont Road.
It's been a bad day all round for the lads from Fash FC, but the gaffer puts a brave face on it for now.
It's been a long old day, lads. But I'll tell you what, we needed that own goal. And we needed to break that rut as well. Man of the match. Someone who's worked hard. Someone who's been Mr. Consistent. Brenton, stand up, son. Man of the match. Brenton, you'll be flying off to a European destination. And let me tell you, I know where you're going, son. It is one hell of a place. And there's more. You now, right here, can pick 2 players from Fash FC that you want to go with you on the flight, son. You have 6 seconds.
Come on,
Oh, boys.
Hey, hurry up.
You know I love you all.
No.
Yeah, right.
Prove it. You say that. It's hard bringing up children on your own, isn't it?
Stuart. Yes! Stuart is one! Love
Keep the high going.
Yes! And Mike played well both games, I've got to give it to him.
Yes! Fucking love you, man.
I love you all. Sorry, boys. I'm sorry.
Why don't you two? Match donkey. Somebody who cost us 1 or 2 goals. Somebody amongst us who will not listen. Somebody who's got often too much to say for himself. Sean, stand up, son. And the good news is Sean will be joining the strip act, the Dream Boys.
That's good for him.
Dream Boys.
Yeah, the Dream Boys. And they strip right off, everything off, all the kits, the whole works. Wonderful. Get changed, let's get ready. Well done, lads.
I shouldn't be match donkey, it should be Mark, because Mark turned up late. And, you know, he gave the gaffer a bit of mouth. I respect the gaffer, I don't know why he's treating like this.
But it's been a bad day for everyone at Fash FC. They've crashed out of the Middlesex County Cup in a miserable defeat.
I'm gutted, absolutely gutted.
And only scraped a draw with Stonewall thanks to an own goal.
Yes,
done it,
yes,
we did it,
yes,
we did
yes.
it.
After their amazing 12-match unbeaten run, their form has gone disastrously wrong. Just bad luck? Or is it the end of Fash FC's success? Time will tell.
So it's a blow to us, it's a real blow. And I just hope that we can pick the lads up, you know, and get it out of their system as quickly as possible.
Don't forget on Sunday at 8:30, it's the big match. Join me, Andy Goldstein, Andy Burton and Caroline Black for exclusive interviews and match drama from Fash FC's struggle with Stonewall FC. Then on Monday at 5:30, there's only one thing to watch. Fash FC Extra Time, with even more gossip, secrets and behind-the-scenes banter on the nation's favourite footballers. There's the top 10 catchiest comments.
I don't think Jamie is really as good as you've made him out to be honest. I think calling him the governor boosts his ego every time you say it.
Smiley Sean's exposed in the Fash Files. And Mark has to face the Fash.
What's happening, Mark? What was wrong with you in the change room? What was all that nonsense about? When it comes to the actual high ones...
We'll be back next Friday at 10 p.m. for another Fashanu's Football Challenge. Tottenham midfielder Rowan Ricketts rocks up at training.
The work we're going to do right now, this is for reaction, testing your reactions.
And can Fash FC go up in the league as they take on Hendon Town?
Jamie Hinchliffe is in here, very wide angle, surely can't score from there. Oh, it's gone in!
See you then.
Now it's about 25 yards out, a little bit right of centre. This is a real dangerous position. They've got to cover that near post.
I don't think this on-demand thing is for us. Why not? It's for the big guys.
We're putting together a murder case against you, maybe 2.
Go ahead, pinch him.
I can get someone in so deep, even I couldn't find them.
What kind of guy surfs in a hurricane? Thrill seeker.
It's all right, kid. Your dad's gonna be fine.
What brings you here? Work.
Oh my God.
Daytime stick-up. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Yeah, it's a real blast from the past.